Hey guys, DMCT guy with Shooting Shit TV. So today I'm going to teach you guys a couple things and show you a couple things on this project to restoring this Carcano oil. The water just started to boil, but that's next on the list. So real quick, tell you how to do a quick little homemade Parkerizing job. So this was pretty patinaed up from rust. So what you need to do, and again, steel wool's your best friend, you take some WD-40, spray down your part really well. You scrape it up really good with the quadruple aught steel wool. Wipe off all the excess. It's going to look pretty nasty. And then what you do is you take aluminum black and the steel wool. You douse this thing with the aluminum black. Cold blue is good too. And you scrape it up really good, and you'll start noticing the color will change. It'll start getting dark. Then you run your blowtorch lighter over it, and it'll start burning in that color. So you take the steel wool and you scrape it up really good when the aluminum black's on. Cold blue works really well too. And you'll notice once you work the aluminum black in with the steel wool, you take your blowtorch lighter and you'll start seeing it'll start changing color from a actual bluish color, like you're bluing something, to a darker gray Parkerizing color. So you do that a few times with the steel wool, the aluminum black, and the blowtorch. Get it nice and dry, and then wipe it off, and then you're done. You have this as the end product, which came out pretty good compared to the way it was. It basically was red when I took it off the rifle. So the next thing, now anyway, send me comments if you don't really understand what I was explaining, but it works pretty well. It's kind of like a hillbilly Parkerizing job. So what I'm doing here is I have the barrel apart, and I am going to douse it with the hot water, getting it everywhere. Oh, I hate doing this because I'm making cosmoline tea and it starts to smell and get in my nose, and I smell it for a week. So it steams up pretty good, but you'll notice that it's getting all that cosmoline off this barrel because it gets in every nook and cranny, and you want to melt it away. Oh, I cannot stand that smell of vaporized cosmoline. You might want to put a couple of these containers full of boiling water, or you could just work it in, go back and forth. The trick is getting a container that's big enough so you can soak this appropriately. And you just want to work it back and forth. That hot water in there, and it will melt the cosmoline. Do not touch the barrel whatever you do, because it is extremely hot. 212 degrees transfers into that barrel, and then you touch that, you're going to burn your skin. So you let that sit, let the cosmoline melt off, you wipe it down, and then you can get into your more detailed cleaning, because to be honest, when you're trying to remove cosmoline, it's easier to melt it off than it is to scrub it away or use your expensive cleaning oils and solvents. So there's that. There's this step.